Emotional meltdown. Most of us had one, and I'm so guilty of this, right, Adrian?
Right.
So it's very, very challenging when you are upset. What are some of the things um, that you have noticed in the environments we currently work in, or even when you used to work in the corporate world?
Well, Karin, there is no secret here. Stress levels in manufacturing environments are so high that many employees operate in a mental state that negatively influences their behavior, communication, and interactions with coworkers, with customers, ultimately weakening or damaging those relationships rather than strengthening them. Now, Karin, what advice do you have for someone to change their mental state and be the kind of person others want to be around?
Yeah, great question. Yeah, it's easy to be nice to everyone when things go well, but when we are stressed, we become very different people. So the advice I have is you simply have to know what to do and be mindful, first of all, of your emotional state, but what you can do to reset. So the number one thing is physiology. So movement, moving in your body is so important, like going outside for a quick walk before you go back and speak to a person, as an example. Number two is focus, attention, attention management. This is also called. What do you give your attention to? If you just focus on all the negatives that go on all day long and all the problems and issues, you are more likely to be constantly in a frustrated state. And number three is the meaning that you give to a situation and the language that you use. So many people tend to catastrophize, and then everything is a disaster, and they use the internal dialogue, which feeds into a negative emotional state. So there are things that people can do, but I would say the number one thing is be aware that you don't speak when you are frustrated or upset or even angry.
Great advice, Karin. So, to summarize, pay attention to physiology, what you focus on, and the language you use. This was our message for today, and we will definitely see you next week again. Until then, be happy, be healthy, and be at your best.